Hi there, Sandra here. I'm using Shortcuts Lot 6 and I just wanted to mention to you the multi-page function. In some software you only have one working page. In Shortcuts Lot you can make as many pages as you can fit in, and basically it makes life a lot easier. This design is one of mine, a large box with a 5-inch lid, or a 5-inch box with a lid, whatever you like to call it. And this is page 1 of my box, and as you can see I've got overlapping bits. Now that may be fine if it's large pieces like this. If things are a lot busier with smaller bits and pieces overlapping all over the place, it can sometimes be difficult to work out what is supposed to be where. But with this, for example, I can take this and I can go to cut. I can go to page 2 and decide I want another page, so I have page 3, and then just paste it in place and I've got it somewhere else. So I can take things out. I can also just copy and paste if I want to. And if I'm working with a design that I've not used before, quite often, if I'm doing things like experimenting, I will copy and paste my original items to another page so that if I make a mistake, if I find something doesn't really work, I can go back to the original item or to a stage where it was working properly, and I don't have to do everything all over again. So the multi-page function is really handy. Now, if you double click on the page, you get the name, which you can obviously alter, put in whatever you like, and you can make it a different color if you want to, just so that it has a different reference color. Click on OK, and you can see it's coming up green there. So I've now got another green page, so I think perhaps I want to change that one, and I'll change that to a salmon pink instead. And click on OK, and so my reference pages are changed. Sometimes I take a page and I say, right, this is my print page or my print to cut page. This is my box base, this is my box lid, this is my whatever it may be, and have separate pages for all the different elements if it's a larger project. Very useful feature, and one which I use all the time. Now, the other thing that you might like to know is, let's go back to page 1. In the layers tab, we have all the layers that are there. On the right hand side, there's a little menu, and you can remove empty layers. So like me, I've taken something out of there. Now I can remove the empty layers and they no longer show up here, confusing matters on my page. Okay, so you can also use the layers panel to hide things, to make them visible, to lock them by using the padlock, which is this here. So between the pages and the layers, it's very, very useful for design, and it's worth getting to know how to use those things.